Welcome once again to East Peoria Lady Raider basketball, coming to you on Eastside Community Television Cable Channel 22. Matt and Ben coming to you from Allison Gymnasium. The Lady Raiders tonight playing host to the Limestone Rocekts.
Yes, indeed. And this is kind of an interesting game for Jay Bowman and his assistant Jimmy Vershaw. You know, both played for Kevin Metzger, now facing off against Kevin Metzger. There's not going to be a whole lot of secrets tonight. You know, talking to Jay before this game, 3 keys he gave me. 1, hit open shots, but not the first available shot. They want to make sure they're attacking this zone right, moving the ball around the perimeter, but then looking to attack a gap. And really don't be content to just pass that ball around the perimeter. And finally, they're going to have to stay in front on defense and make this team shoot outside shots.
We have, if you're an East Peoria fan, seen a lot of Coach Metzger. He is a fundamentals guy. He wants the basics covered, and East Peoria will have to just play that game. They're going to have to be patient themselves, not turn the ball over. They're going to be fortunate to force turnovers from time to time. So this should be an interesting ball game. Limestone is well put together.
Very, very big, very physical team. You know, we'll have to see what they come up with there in terms of a solution to stop that. Jay wants to play a lot of man here, so that could pose a problem in terms of keeping the ball out of the post.
And we are set and underway, and the Lady Raiders control the first tip of the ball game. We are just underway. East Peoria wearing their home white. The royal blue of the Limestone Rocekts on defense.
So far, not what Jay Bowman wanted to see here. A lot of passes around the perimeter, and one too many right there.
First turnover of the ball game. I don't have any keys to the game, but I do have 31 as my over-under on fouls tonight.
Well, that's just based off past experience.
That is based off the last game we had.
Yeah, the last game we had.
A very whistle-happy contest. One thing we can talk about here, great pass inside, up and in. That is 2 points for Delaney Graffelman. If you think she seems tall to you, she is 6'1".
And she is going to be a problem all night. I mean, they've got the height in Gablehausen, but just I don't think the physicality to handle that. And Kylie tends to float on the perimeter a little bit more anyway. So she could pose an interesting problem tonight.
Oh, and I mean, we use a lot of other sport metaphors here, but I mean, it's no different than a physical line in football after that much time throughout the game of having to overcome that size, having to overcome that physicality. It will wear on you as the game goes on.
Absolutely, absolutely. And another turnover there, so 2 possessions now for EP and 2 turnovers.
This is Marissa Boyer running the point for the Rocekts. Looks for a skip pass underneath, and it's batted away. Knocked away by Nicole Montgomery.
Nicole just signed to play softball at Illinois Central College this week. Nice little ceremony here at the school and at the college. Boy, another nice look underneath the Graffelman. That's what you expect out of Kevin Metzger teams, though. Execution like that. That's a solid.
Certainly increases your shooting percentages when you have a 2-foot shot.
Yes, it does. Nothing like being from 5 on in. Boy, the Raiders are really struggling with this zone right now, really having to work just to get the ball around the perimeter, let alone find some inside, although they do work it into Potendijk there.
Pull-up Jay is up and off, and we'll come back the other direction. Got a shot off that time, and not a bad-looking shot.
But you know, that's where you want it, that little mid-range, you know, kind of make the zone come to you. But first miss of the game for Limestone there.
And we will come the other
and
direction.
There you go. That's
almost coast to
do.
coast.
That's what you got to do against that zone. Attack it, and that's going to be
3
good.
ball up good. Kylie Gablehausen.
Not the ideal route you want Kylie to take to get back to the perimeter, but the same result. That's a nice job of her realizing where she needs to get.
I think as the games progress, you see the reality that she is your go-to.
Oh, I don't think there's any doubt. Nice work by Sarah Kurt there. Jump ball is going to stay right here.
Underneath their own hoop. Limestone to inbound.
Boy, they had Graffelman again if they wanted her to. Courtney Potendieck's going to have her hands full all night.
That's where you see the reality of if you have that deeper
Nice
bench, that would
touch.
certainly help. Another layup. 2-point ball, layup good. Schwindenhammer, Morgan
Really?
Schwindenhammer, another 6-foot forward center for the Rockets.
Really nice look from Riley Dunn there.
That looked good all the way. It just is a bit long. Giebelhausen, though, with a good look. We'll come back the other way. 3 ball is up and short. Nice defense again underneath by Sarah Kurth. Good enough that East Peoria will inbound the basketball. Hold it down to 1 shot. 6-3. Limestone
Boy, they are
lead.
really pinching the top of that zone. You just want to get that ball to the wing and go into that gap. Boy, they are just touching hands at the top there. Got to reverse that, and she's got to go. That's not a bad pass
Found
either,
the opening shot up and long. Stolen, literally taken away. Rebound is up, and a beautiful job of defense and aggressiveness. Michaela Reedy underneath. Not only she got 2 shots under there, but she's going to come away drawing the foul and go into the free throw line.
Fouls on 35. Graffelman is her first, team first. 11, Michaela Reedy shooting 2.
Strength and willingness trump size at times.
I really like what Michaela Reedy's shown us, so far in her first year from Notre Dame. She has proven that she's pretty feisty and she's capable of doing a lot of different things on the court. I think she could be easily one of the best players in the Middle Illini next year. But you could say that about any in this junior group. I mean, there's just so much talent here.
Makes good on both free throws, and it is a 6-5 East Peoria lead. Hanging tight.
Little zone here by the Raiders.
Switch up indeed. Shot at the side of the road. Those are tough shots when you don't have the perspective of using the backboard. Layup at the other end, up and a little long. Again, the rebound underneath. An impressive offensive rebounds. We are going to get a whistle underneath.
Didn't quite see what the whistle was there.
I did not see a foul call unless it stepped on the end line there.
Courtney was a
Steele in the
little,
ball game.
yeah, Courtney looked a little sketchy on her feet there, but I didn't think it was a travel. Might have been borderline, but boy, they are just using that skip pass every time to the weak side of the zone. And there you see Schwindenhammer just kind of sneak it in just a little bit more every time.
There's certainly a crispness to the pass, if I can
Nice
enunciate.
job by Sarah Kurth to go out and get that ball in the lane.
Pull up Jay again, long. And we'll come back the other way.
Oh, nice
Blocked
block by Sarah Kurth.
from behind. I'll tell you what, Kurth has stepped it up. Reedy stepped it up. Some impressive defense by the Lady Raiders tonight. Keep them in this ball game.
Absolutely.
6-5, 3:22 left to go. First quarter from Allison Gymnasium.
Nice job by Riley Dunn to let the play kind of play itself out there and go through her possessions because they wanted Graffelman again. East Peoria did a nice job of covering her up, though.
Again, that quick ball movement on that, just essentially around the 3-point line, running that perimeter. Reedy with another rebound. There's being in the right place at the right time, and there's reading where the ball's coming and being in the right place.
Such a
And
gift.
that's a big difference.
I mean, that's, boy, if you can read where the ball's going, it's just such an advantage.
Jump ball. Do we get a timeout beforehand? We've got different whistles. We do have a timeout.
Looks like they're going to give Jay the
to
timeout.
the
but
Lady
you're right. The
Raiders.
guy on the
That was
baseline
close.
did signal jump ball. So far for the Raiders, just one shot made from the perimeter. Three-pointer by Kyla Gabelhausen. Overall, the Raiders are 1 for 7 from the field. Not a strong start. A couple of those that looked like they were on their way down, but just haven't quite gotten in. So Raiders are going to have to pick it up here to fulfill Jay Bowman's 3 keys here.
This is something that we could talk about here a little bit later, too. But Jim Madsen pointed out in some of his Twitter over the weekend the sudden lack of offense in high school basketball this year.
Well, yeah, with the River City shootout scores, I mean, the highest winning score there was 46, I think.
And we've touched on that a little bit, with teams in the middle lineup that have struggled a bit offensively, but they are not alone.
Oh no, this is a wide trend, and basketball has become a contact sport. It's just a progression of how the players have evolved physically. No longer is it a simple bump on the perimeter. You see so much physicality in both the boys and girls games today that it's just bound to do that to scoring.
Giebelhausen with a nice drive underneath, a little long on the shot. Will come back the other direction. Rockets on the run. Batted away
Nice job
again.
by J.C. Steele with active hands there. Nice job by Courtney Potendijk to recover defensively.
Almost a walk underneath with Weaver. Now back at the top of the key is Riley Dunn. She'll give it up to Dunn. There's Dunn with a Bailey Dunn.
It's a nice job by Bailey Dunn to knock that shot down.
Bailey Dunn, a 5'9" freshman. (9-5) Rocket lead. They're getting the ball in the paint. Contact inside, jump ball. This time
it's for sure.
The votes are in, and the jump balls have it. Majority rules on that. They agree with each other. Possession error EP underneath their own hoop.
Boy, just not much moving on that inbound by EP. Just kind of stood still in the lane there.
Hesitant to engage. Agreed. That was same thought.
Nice
crossed
ball
my mind.
movement there. Really nice job by Michaela Reed to knock down that three off the good ball movement. She's got 5 now.
Reedy leading the way for the Raiders, and that 3 ball pulls them back within a point. 9-8 Limestone. We are down to 1 minute and 8 seconds left to go. Baseline dribble. I think that was blocked again from behind. Initially, I think Giebelhausen got a piece of it. Rebound is up and in.
Nice job by Sierra Montgomery. That probably could have gone block charge either way, but Bailey Dunn does a nice job of playing through the contact and not waiting for the whistle. Really nice step through there by Sierra Montgomery. Wow, that's a heady play right there to step through that double team and see nothing but space to the basket.
Fouls on 35, that's her second, team second.
And that could be huge, quite literally, for East Peoria.
Yeah.
Graffelman picking up her second. That kind of negates the Rockets' size advantage in the post for now. We'll see how long she sits. I wouldn't be surprised to see her sit the rest of the half.
The other noticeable trend that I've seen with this Lady Raider ball team, other than the ability of Giebelhausen to really be that go-to scorer, is that you do not see, you've seen an increased amount of minutes coming off the bench, and you don't see a drop-off in production or execution when you go to the bench, and that just readies you for the future. With a young team, you clearly got to play to win tonight, but at the same time, you're building a program along the way.
Not sure who they called that foul on there.
We're down to 18 seconds left to go in the first quarter. 11-8. Big defensive opportunity here for the Raiders if they can keep it within possession.
Yeah, you've got to keep this. Oh, wow.
Underneath, too far underneath. Shot up and off by Weberg. And the Raiders are going to get a shot with Giebelhausen. Falling away, contact, whistle.
I think she's going to shoot free
throws.
throws.
And the groans of the Limestone faithful at the buzzer. East Peoria will be at the free throw line. Kylie Giebelhausen. This is a lonely shot as she stands there alone. I think these are worse than when you have the structure of everyone around you.
Absolutely.
Second one, nothing but net. So it is 11-9 at the end of one.
Raiders in that first quarter, 2 of 11 from the floor, 2 for 2 on three-pointers. Limestone, on the other hand, 5 for 10 from the floor. So to have a team shooting 50% and only be trailing by 2 there at the end of one, that's a an encouraging sign for East Peoria, because you got to figure Limestone's going to cool slightly and you're going to heat up. So see what Jay Bowman.
They've been able to, I think one of the keys they've been able to stay in this game is that those offensive rebounds, when you get 2 or 3 opportunities underneath your own hoop, even though you're outsized, they have at this point out-hustled or out-aggressived. That's not a word, I know.
We can
but
make
they've
new
been
words. We
more
have that ability.
aggressive underneath, in the paint. The irony is that they've struggled defensively in the paint as well.
Yeah, this is it's proving to be kind of a game of paradoxes a little bit here. You're just not seeing the trends that normally follow the things we're seeing aren't occurring right now. So it'd be nice if the Raiders could get a stop right here off the opening possession of the second quarter and get this thing even. Looks like a little 1-2-2 here by the Raiders. I like that.
A little switch up, but the opening underneath is there again.
That's 7 now for Bailey Dunn to lead all scorers.
I was going to ask you.
Not bad for a freshman.
Speaking of building programs, that's when you're leading scorers as a freshman. That's
nice job by Allie Watson. That's what East Peoria is going to need to attack that basket, and that's Allie's about as fearless as they come. So nice job by her.
Limestone sophomores won the earlier game 37-31.
Raiders made a nice run to stay in that game, just couldn't quite finish the comeback.
Montgomery with the bounce pass. They'll move it around that perimeter as Gablehausen looks to top the key for help.
I'd like to see a little more cutting here. Nice job by Nicole Montgomery. Nice job by Sierra Montgomery to come down at the rebound. Boy, you're just not going to get many better than that.
Drive all the way. Montgomery with the rebound for East Peoria. A lot of contact underneath. And it will be a jump ball. Little hesitation there as we were waiting to see if there's going to be a foul or a jump ball.
Little contact there. I was surprised they didn't call that. Limestone also switching here. Kind of a looking like almost a 3-2 now. Jay Bowman and his old coach Kevin Metzger matching wits here defensively.
I think trying to cut off those baseline drives and the ability to get into the paint.
Nice job on the skip there.
Deny that if they can. Nice
job on the skip. And an even better job by Sarah Kurt to put that ball on the deck and get herself some space with 2 dribbles.
13-11.
If she can do that consistently, in addition to her ability to shoot from the outside, that's going to be huge.
2-point shot up off.
Boy, got to keep after the ball there.
Yeah, Montgomery tipped it out, and the Raiders able to retain possession. It's a 3-ball up and long. Montgomery again going to be, nope.
Michaela Reedy returns for the Raiders.
Sierra Montgomery did a nice job of tracking that ball down, just couldn't hold on to it there. I like putting Reedy out in front of this and Gablehausen and Kurth at the wings there. That's some nice length to clog up those passing lanes, and you got Montgomery and Montgomery in the post. Sounds like a law firm, Montgomery and Montgomery. Nice look.
Raiders looking for the clarification on not being over and back as it went well into the backcourt. Nicole Montgomery brings it up for East Peoria. .5:21 left to go in the half. East Peoria looking to knot things up here. They're down just a bucket.
Really nice job by Sarah Kurth. Boy, she's doing
inside
things
out,
really well
3-ball
right
up long. Nicole Montgomery there again for the Raiders. They have had more than one shot, seemingly on every possession. Gablehausen underneath, tipped away and knocked away. Turnover. Schwendenheimer with the long arms, able to get that one knocked away.
Nice
Speaking of long arms,
Gablehausen.
knocking that away. Is Kylie Gablehausen. The Raiders come back the other direction. Again, looking to tie. Three ball gives them their first lead of the ball game. Sierra Montgomery picks up the dribble. Could have probably gone to the hoop with that where she was. A little indecisiveness. And we'll come back the Limestone way.
5 turnovers now for the Raiders.
Tried to get underneath. Limestone a little impatient offensively.
Well,
A little rattled by the defense.
I think that is due to the switching of the defenses. You know, when you're not sure what look you're going to get every time down, it just makes it so hard to know where your cut's going to be or what your responsibilities are. So I think that's what you're seeing now. By the same token, Limestone's doing the same thing to us, though. So it's just kind of a game of one-upsmanship right now.
It is, and to no one's surprise, it's just 13-11, one possession ball game.
Exactly.
Very evenly matched at this point.
And this
Gabelhausen looks around at Montgomery.
This is a very similar kind of game to the first game. You know, I think that one was tied at halftime, and
Pass a little long.
wow.
Dunn again.
9 now for Bailey Dunn.
Down to the 15. Now the East Peoria basketball team has 11. To tell you what kind of performance we've seen from Bailey Dunn at this point.
Nice job by Courtney Potendijk to work in the post. She's working hard. Boy, they got when Courtney Potendijk goes to the short corner like that, you got to have somebody there to replace her right
Montgomery
away.
goes to that left hand and is able to draw the foul. Moves to the line here.
Fouls on 32, Weber gets her first, team fourth. 32, Nicole Montgomery, shooting 2.
2 shots from Montgomery. As the hush comes across the crowd here at Allison Gymnasium and rattles the first one home.
Number 5, Weaver returns to the court for the Rocekts.
Bailey Dunn got to get a much-deserved break here.
1 shot.
If we want to make a run, we better do it now the way she's scoring.
15-12. 15-13. 3:22 left to go.
Matt, I hesitate to jinx us, but we've seen more made free throws in this game than I think we have all year.
I would agree with that. I thought that, but the last time I said anything positive about our free throw shooting, we missed. So I can blame you now, I guess.
I'll take the bullet. Why not?
3-point shot up and good. McKenna Weaver.
Just like that, you know, you get it back to within a possession, and Limestone answers with a big 3. That's 2 or 3 times that's happened now. Boy, dangerous skip there by Nicole Montgomery, Sarah Kurth. Nice job by Courtney Potendijk to go up and get that ball. Really nice look by Kylie Gabelhausen there. Just off, though, from Kurth.
Ball on the floor. Shot up and long, and Limestone resets. See both coaches barking out commands. East Peoria will come away with the ball. (18-13). Chance to chip away. How about a Gabelhausen 3-ball here?
Nice look.
Another
goodness,
shot
that was
underneath.
beautiful.
Drawing another foul.
Really nice job by Kylie to create some separation there and use the jump to give her a passing lane.
Her second, team 5th.
Montgomery 2 more. First one up and off.
Yep, that's on me.
It looked good, though. The form was there. This one will go.
I am officially the curse now.
You know it's an official Mid-Atlantic game when Kirk Pegler is here and in the house. And or Jim Madsen. Second one is good.
Have not seen
18-14.
the HOI contingent tonight yet. We'll have to keep an eye out for Jim and or his minions. Ooh, that might have been a walk there by Riley
Was close
Dunn.
to picking up that foot. 3-ball up and
Wow,
good.
boy, to hit that with Kylie
Weaver
Gabelhausen
again.
bearing down on you. That's tough. Limestone's starting to pull away here a little bit.
One shot that time.
That is now 5 rebounds for Morgan Schwindenhammer, by far the high in the game. She is working awfully hard in the post.
Rockets running a little clock here with a 7-point lead. More patient, more in the offense.
Nice
Turnaround
block
shot
by Courtney Potendijk. Really good job to stay straight up.
You know, that's not a name we call a lot, but she does a lot on that floor that does not get credit.
You know, Courtney's not the kind of girl that's ever going to lead the team in scoring, but she plays good defense. The biggest thing is she posts hard on offense, just to give that threat. I mean, look at that. There she is working hard. She knows what she's doing. You know, she knows what her role is.
Nicole Montgomery underneath her own hoop up to Giebelhausen. Open look
goodness.
3 ball. Nicely done. There we go.
Kylie with 7 now to go along with a couple of rebounds.
Rockets going to challenge East Peoria. Come out and guard me. See Coach Metzger saying pull it out. 45 seconds left to go. Raiders content. At this point,
Wow.
layup. And a foul. Schwindenhammer.
Fouls on 20, Courtney Potendijk, serve first, team second. 25, Schwindenhammer shooting 1.
Tough foul, just trying to make up too much territory in too short amount of time.
She didn't have any choice. You know, again, Courtney knows the deal and don't want to give up any unchallenged free throws like that, or layups rather.
Schwindenhammer makes good on her opportunity of a 3-point play. And we wind down the last 30 seconds of the half. It's 24-17. Giebelhausen heating up. She's up to
10
double
now
digits.
for Kylie.
Man, that has changed the game so drastically. It's 24-20.
Really needed that one to just cut into that and get a stop here before halftime. Oh, wow. Nice job by
almost
Michaela
had the
Reedy.
pick. 3 ball at the other end is up and long. That's going to go out of bounds. East Peoria will have 6.8 to play with.
Got to know what you're working with here.
Jay Bowman shouting out, look at the clock. We got 6.8 left to go.
Wow.
Give it go to Giebelhausen. Open 3 ball. Up and just long. A good attempt, and it is 24-20. We are in for a fun second half. We are going to have a tight one here.
You know, I think Michaela Reedy could have maybe taken a dribble or two
One
more
more
with that, yeah.
I think you want to make sure you get a shot off, but maybe rust it by 1 step. We'll take a short timeout here. We will be back for the second half. I want to thank our fantastic crew, as always. They have been here for hours and hours and hours setting everything up. And then I just walk in about a half hour before the game. So they do so much work, and I appreciate their efforts greatly. So we will be back for the second half. Halftime score 24-20 Limestone. You're watching Lady Raider basketball on Eastside Community Access Cable Channel 22.
Don't look at me. Your hair's a bit frizzy today. Oh, you should pick that up. Oh, you're such a dork. Loser. Here, let me help you with that. Oops.
Every day, kids witness bullying.
Oh, look. Your crush is looking at you. Poor you.
They want to help, but don't know how.
See, no one here's gonna help you, because no one
Teach your
likes you.
kids how to be more than a bystander. Visit stopbullying.gov.
Looking for these? You drive buzzed. It could be one very expensive ride.
First, you gotta make bail. Then pay me to get your car back.
Your insurance premiums will go through the roof.
And my legal fees just keep adding up. All told, it could end up costing you $10,000.
Nothing kills a buzz like getting pulled over for buzz driving, because buzz driving is drunk driving.
Bethany Ann Doak. Ian Donnelly. Kirsty Lynn Duthitt.
And welcome back. We are ready to start the second half here at Allison Gymnasium. The Limestone Lady Rocekts hanging on to a 4-point, 24-20 lead.
Well,
they will start with the basketball.
And, you know, I just ran these numbers, and East Peoria shot 5 for 20 in that first half from the floor. So you got to feel pretty good about only being down by 4 at this point.
Absolutely.
Really aggressive man out of the break here by East Peoria. Nice job. Good job by Kylie Gablehausen to come down to that board.
Underneath. Will come the other direction. Gablehausen brings it up herself. Little no-look pass to the corner. 3-point shot up and off by Kurth, and we will just start over here. 30 seconds gone by. Limestone with the ball across half court. This is number 4, Marissa Boyer.
Kind of interesting what they're
doing
doing
with
Graffelman
Boyer
right
with the
now.
layup.
But that was exactly why they were doing it. They took Graffelman away from the basket there, and that took Courtney Potendijk with her. And all of a sudden, the middle of that lane was wide open.
Well, she was a starter and did not score in the first half. And that Gablehausen 3 ball makes it a 1-possession game.
Kylie is single-handedly keeping us in this ball game right now.
13, is it? You got 13 for her?
I do indeed. 4 3-pointers and 1 free throw.
You sensed those three-point numbers were going to
absolutely
fall into her favor shortly.
Really nice post defense there by the Raiders. Just couldn't quite get the turnover.
A lot of banging underneath, trying to deny that drive. But there's another shot in the paint, up and in by McKenna Weaver. 28-23.
Nice pass by Kylie, and a really nice skip there by Sarah Kurth.
That shot up and long. Knocked away. Nice defense. Kurth looked like knocked that one away. Here's Gablehausen at the Raider end. That one's up and long. And it falls in the hands of Delaney Graffelman. Three-point shot.
Boy, got to have that rebound. 4 white shirts around it. And that loose ball.
Nice ball movement underneath. They're going to get Reedy for that? We're going to have to wait and see.
I think they're going to get Potendijk on the body. Could be wrong. Yeah, Courtney Potendijk's going to get that one.
2 shots.
That's her second. Don't think that'll make her sit just yet. One more, though, and she might have to go.
Graffelman's first free throw is good.
Bailey Dunn right off the bench for Limestone. Boy, I would have thought they would have started her in the second half, the way she played the first.
14s for both teams coming in at that
yeah.
break. Delaney makes good on both free throws. We have a Rocket timeout, and they have a 7-point lead. They're up a touchdown here, 30-23.
Really nice job by Kevin Metzger here. I don't think Jay Bowman anticipated him taking Graffelman away from the basket once she was in. She might have been kind of an afterthought with the foul trouble in the first half and sitting out the first half, especially given how well Limestone played in her absence. So Jay's going to have to figure out what he wants to do there with Graffelman being pulled away from the hoop and taking Courtney Potendijk with her.
Well, they've extended this lead without the services to this point in the half of Bailey Dunn. So
yeah.
You add that into the mix.
Yeah, now back in the game, and if she gets hot again like she did in the first half, this could be...
Yeah, Limestone with a chance to really pull away.
Yeah, we're in danger of watching this lead jump into double digits right here.
Gablehausen calmly across half court for the Raiders.
Boy, almost
a little
a turnover
miscommunication
right there.
Nice pass underneath, contact, and a foul.
They're going to get Delaney Graffelman on that. That's going to be 3. Yep, Delaney Graffelman picks up her 3rd.
Looked pretty clean, but more times than not, when you have that contact, it's going to get the call. First free throw is up.
I think that was a really nice job of J.C. Staley. I don't think she really had any intention of putting that ball up. She just kind of held on and waited for the foul, which is pretty smart when you're an undersized post player. Because if she puts that ball in the air, there's a good chance Graffelman just gets a piece of it and knocks it away.
Another big chance here for the Raiders.
Nice job by Riley.
5-point lead. It is good defense. This is Weaver.
Boy, there's Graffelman on that backside, finally going to the basket. She was open there for a second. Good thing they missed the skip.
Done.
But there's the roll.
Give and go, inside
Great
out.
Look by
No
Graffelman.
defense within 3 feet. That's good ball movement. Underneath, now contact and a foul on East Peoria, and I think that may be on. Oh, I thought we were going to see it on Jason Steele.
Number 5, Allie Watson checks in for the Raiders.
But no.
They called jump ball there? They sure did call jump ball there. Wow. Great look by Allie Watson, and really nice job by Courtney Potendijk to get position there on the backside.
30-27, 7-point lead, Vamoose. Down to a 1-possession basketball game. There's a big drive, and there is Bailey Dunn.
Actually, that was Riley Dunn. That was big sister.
Riley Dunn. I was half right.
Yes, you were. Riley, a pretty good athlete. She is signed to play volleyball next year at Illinois Central College, where her brother currently plays baseball. She finishes the 3-point play there.
24, Sierra Montgomery returns for East Peoria.
Courtney Potendijk coming out, Sierra Montgomery in, and they've left Graffelman in despite the 3 fouls. Sierra Montgomery's going to have her hands full in the post trying to defend that.
Some athletes in the Dunn family is what you're telling me.
Yeah, just a little bit. Well, Uncle Mike, of course, was the gold medal winning pitcher and runner-up in the Rookie of the Year voting in '86. So, not too shabby.
Not too shabby. East Peoria takes a timeout. 33-27. Clock stops with 4:05 left to go in the third quarter.
Raiders are really struggling to attack that zone right now, and I'm sure that's what Jay's kind of addressing. I'd like to see him run a few more flashes through the middle there and try to create some openings on the weak side, on the backside when the defense collapses. Right now the Raiders are just kind of content to pass it around and maybe look for a wing entry, but if they can flash somebody through the middle or high-low it, I think that's going to be their best bet to attack this zone.
Sierra Montgomery in for the Raiders here.
I'd like to see him run Watson right at the basket here, too, if they can get Gablehausen to pick for her. Should be noted this is an all-junior lineup on the floor right now for the Raiders.
Here's Steele. Contact.
Boy, I'm not sure on that one. Bailey Dunn looked like she got an awful lot of leather there.
Fouls on 14, Dunn.
I think that was her thought as well, based on her reaction. And I think in the backdrop, they've really let them play for the most part tonight.
Oh, they have. This has been no qualms about the officiating at all.
Ball in the corner. That is great defense. Graffelman comes away with that one, and now will come the other direction, top of the key.
Like
Rockets on the run here.
Oh, nice job by Sierra Montgomery there to play that passing lane. I think that's going to be 4 on. No, they're just going to say.
Stepped on the end line?
I don't think she had possession to
I don't
step
know.
on the end line. I'm pretty sure Sierra had that ball the whole time. Wow. Not sure what happened there.
Well, as Coach Trotter used to always tell us, keep playing. Just keep playing.
Boy, unfortunate turnover there, trying to work it
Forced
inside.
it in, yeah.
Kevin Metzger incorporating a little run and jump right now at the top of that zone, and that's always kind of creating some confusion. Nice block by Kylie Gablehausen there.
We'll come back the other direction here. Big drive, little
nice
inside
job.
out.
That's great by J.C. Staley. I mean, that drew some defense and really nice work.
Some nice ball movement here.
Boy,
had the open look.
Absolutely.
We come back the other direction. They will pull it out and set up the offense here.
Morgan Schwindenhammer's closing in on 10 rebounds for Limestone. Boy, an easy
Up
over the
top.
top look to Graffman there. Great job by
Knocked
Kylie
away.
Gablehausen, though, to come over the top and get that. Great
pass.
look.
And
going to get the foul.
the free throw. Wherever the ball is, Kylie Giebelhausen is not far away. Just has that instinct of where the ball is on the floor.
I believe that's 4 on Graffelman. Yes, Kevin Metzger might have waited a little too long to take her out.
2:17 left to go in the third quarter. 3-point opportunity.
Boy, nice job by Kylie.
Huge rebound. Sierra Montgomery now inside-out action.
Good look.
They run that perimeter offense. Giebelhausen to Montgomery.
Gotta have a little better
Extra
spacing
pass there.
Great
Nice
look.
return pass. Giebelhausen couldn't get that to fall, but tracks down the long rebound at the top of the key.
Oh, what
Montgomery
a beautiful
underneath,
dump down.
up, off.
Just couldn't quite finish it.
Had 2 good looks. Chance to really cut it into a one-possession game again. It
8
remains
rebounds now for Morgan
33-29.
Schwindenhammer in that
Yeah.
game, or in this game rather.
That was a big possession.
Boy, just a couple chances to cut that down to a one-possession game.
1:30 left to go in this third quarter. Well, you get this feeling that it's just going to be tight throughout. Finding that open look is Schwindenhammer.
Nice job by Morgan Schwindenhammer to realize that her defender had fallen down there and go to the hoop.
Track that down. Here's Giebelhausen short. Looked like it might have been tipped way ahead, and a beautiful.
Oh, wow. Called her for a traveling.
15, Sarah Kerr.
You know, we might be the jinx because we spoke well of the referees.
Thought that there was. I thought, sure, I had this one. It's contact before the shot, and there's the walk. I thought she barely had possession underneath to travel, but that is the call. So it is 35-29, and East Peoria will try with under a minute to go in the quarter to chop away at the lead.
Really nice job by Michaela Reed to get that shot up.
There are moments that Michaela Rita makes this game look easy, and that was one of them.
And that is absolutely right. And it's a little unorthodox, you know. You don't expect somebody to turn that way and go right to the jumper, but
44.4. Allie Watson with a quick foul. Just third, though, on the Raiders. I'm going to be way off of my over-under foul calls in this game.
Well, no, close game, fourth quarter, never underestimate. That can
We
bring
still
you right
do have
back.
8 minutes of ball left to play. 35-31. We're right where we were at halftime, a 4-point Limestone lead. I will say teams have not struggled for offense. It's just both teams have had some good looks.
Yeah, I mean,
put some points on the board.
And I think that, again, goes back to the defense. You know, that's got to be a 5-second call. Goodness gracious. I don't know what else she has to do for a 5. Wow.
And then the foul.
Instead, they're going to get Michaela Reedy for a foul there. Boy.
Well, that certainly got the crowd awakened.
I mean, not even anything close to a move toward the basket there. That's just vapor locked by the referee.
9.7 left in
That
front of the
could have been another
scorer's
5
table.
right there.
An emotional end of this third quarter, and now Sierra Montgomery going to get whistled for the foul, which brings the Bronx cheer from the Limestone faithful. Nicole. Yep, my mistake on that. It is
That's gonna go on
Bray.
Sierra Montgomery. It's her first, team 5th.
Weiberg at the line. 4.1. As the hush falls. First one good. Second one on the way in. Wide
wow.
right.
Boy, for as good as
Rebound
the first
underneath.
one looked.
(36-31). Up ahead. And they will not get a shot off.
And the three, your score, Rocekts
So it is 36-31. That was an odd end to that quarter.
Really, yeah, just really unwieldy and not at all fluid. The good news for the Raiders in the third quarter kept Bailey Dunn scoreless. The bad news is McKenna Weaver, Riley Dunn, and Morgan Schwindenhammer picked up the slack a little bit there. So really balanced scoring in the quarter there by the Rocekts. On the other hand, for the Raiders, Michaela Reedy had 4 in the quarter and now has 9 for the game. Kylie Gablehausen only 3 in that quarter. She's at 13 points right now. And J.C. Staley and Courtney Potendijk with 2 each in the period. So I really believe Kylie Gablehausen's got to step up right now and be a consistent threat to score and maybe score 8 or 10 in this period for the Raiders to have a chance.
We talked about a little bit at the beginning how back in some years ago we had both of these coaches for East Peoria playing under Kevin Metzger. They are 2 coaching staffs that maintain their composure, and you don't see the athletes getting nearly as excited as the parents screaming in the stands. And they're just calmly playing the game.
Yeah.
They don't get the calls that they want, and you know that, but that's the reality of basketball. The officiating is part of.
It's human error, and that's got to be something you're willing to live with. And for the most part, people are, I will say that unfortunately, as the older generation of refs leaves, wow, I do not know what happened there.
We're going to get a push offensive foul on Bailey Dunn, I think.
Yeah, he called the charge. I don't know if it was putting his shoulder down or what, but goodness gracious.
Well, and obviously the emotion is higher here. You may see what we saw in the game last weekend where you see some more whistles to try to get control of the game. So we'll have to see how this plays out. But East Peoria trying to, at this point,
Raiders
chip away
just a little
at
stagnant on defense right now.
5-point lead. It is.
Or on offense, rather.
The whistle, and the East Peoria will inbound underneath their own hoop.
Foul on Riley Dunn there. Boy, and again, a rough inbound by East Peoria. Just no fluidity at all.
They're just a step off on some of those inbound plays.
They
That's
are.
about the 3rd time tonight. So Limestone will get the ball back.
Overall, turnovers haven't been too big a problem.
They have not really been a factor at all. You're right.
9 total for the Raiders. That's in a girls' game. That's incredible. I think that whoever Metamora played the other night might have been Canton. Metamora and Canton maybe combined for like 62 turnovers.
Schwindenhammer. She is one of many impressive athletes on the floor right now.
And that's another case where the bloodlines are pretty good. Older brother was a draft pick of the Boston Red Sox back in 2009.
Contact continues to take place on a lot of the passes now. Top of the key, there's got to be a whistle or a jump ball. Nothing. They're going to let him play it out. Gablehausen to Montgomery. Pull-up J is up and in.
Really good look.
Nicole Montgomery. It's 38-33.
Just got to get a stop here and get into this thing here a little bit.
A little too aggressive that time. Gablehausen with the foul.
They called that on Michaela Reedy.
Or Reedy.
Was she anywhere near that play? Oh. That one was right. Montgomery had the arm bar there trying to get through.
It reminded me really of a little bit of the Vulcan death grip.
tennis.
17 fouls now. Limestone in the bonus, shooting 1-1 the rest of the way, or until we get to 10 fouls.
We have done a number of games. We have seen the best free throw shooting.
Oh, tonight by far, absolutely.
By both these clubs.
By both teams. I can't remember filling in this many circles in my book.
Gablehausen going to the left hand. Now shoots with the right, up long. Limestone comes away with it, starting to pull away just a little. 7-point lead and then some. Layup is up and long. Rockets retain possession. Inside out ball movement. Top of the key, open, going to the left hand now, right hand shot off the glass and in. McKenna Weaver. Timeout, East Peoria. Limestone excited. They have opened up a 9-point, 42-33 lead. Good little run here by the Rockets. Raiders take a timeout to regroup.
It's going to become really crucial now to value possessions and get good shots in a hurry, which is usually contradictory in basketball. So this is going to be a really, really tight window here for the Raiders to make sure they're getting quality shots and knocking them down. Because if not, this could jump to 15 really, really quick.
Better teams make the runs. We knew a run would probably come at some point. They were on the verge of that a couple times. But the Raiders were able to quell those runs.
Absolutely.
And here we are. And what do you do now if you're Jay Bowman? Do you look for the three ball? Do you turn it back into the hands of Kylie Gablehausen really on the perimeter?
You know, I think Kylie's got to be your primary ball handler coming up the floor, but after that, she's got to get rid of it on the first pass, and you got to run her off some screens to get her open and either let her create with the ball in space and get her own shot or work to get somebody else open based on how the defense responds to her.
Michaela Reedy has had a nice touch tonight.
I think that'll be a situation where Michaela benefits a little bit from the attention being paid to Kylie.
Montgomery underneath.
Nice back cut by Kurth there.
She'll take the three ball up and short. Big rebound, but it hit the end line. The pass skipped right off the end line. Schwendenhammer in the right spot at the right time for the rebound. It gives it back to East Peoria on the pass. Way to the top of the key. A little more movement on the inbound this time.
Sarah Kurth from deep.
Kurth, well short. Might have been even a step farther than she realized. But
yeah, I think that was just a little bit outside her range. And
looking for the first double-digit lead of the night. 42-33. Limestone.
Really nice job by Riley Dunn there going to the hoop.
Riley Dunn driving the lane herself. And it is 44-33. We will shoot free throws for the last 4:56. Next time Limestone commits a foul. 6 team fouls.
Maybe not so far off on that over-under. Boy, that's got to go right back to Reedy.
Reedy,
yeah.
Three ball up and rattles every part of the rim but doesn't go in. Now we'll go the other direction with Schwendenhammer up to Dunn and free throws.
On Gablehausen, I believe.
I was waiting for the official word on that. First free throw done is up and long. Second one up and off as well.
Wow.
Mucho Collisiono underneath on that rebound. And we are in the bonus for both teams.
20, Cody Potendijk returns for the Raiders.
Potendijk back for East Peoria.
1-1. Here we go.
Weberg with a 1-1 here. First one, nothing but net.
Boy, her one miss tonight didn't look good. It was wide right of the rim, but she's looked pretty good at the line.
Second one is good.
13-point lead.
Well, Raiders have hit an offensive lull here. They have one basket in the last
by Kylie Gable.
4 minutes. Reedy with the drive. Free throw line extended is up and long, and Limestone starting to feel a little comfortable now with a 13-point lead and 4 minutes left to go in the ball game. Running a little bit of clock as they run the offense, running that perimeter. Tip whistle free throws or a kick. It will be a foul on Steely. I thought he said 14. I didn't think Steely was even in at this point, so it is on 15. Kurth. Free throw one is much better looking than the last two. He was good for 1 of 2.
$14-point lead right now for Limestone, and 4 minutes to go. Now it's time. You gotta go free fire from the outside.
Gablehausen up to Reedy. 3:50 left to play in the basketball game. Contact again, jump ball possibly underneath, and it will be alternating possession to the Rocekts.
You know, I realize we're up here in the crow's nest, but if Michaela Reedy had just looked back to her right, she had Sarah Kurth, one of the state's better three-point shooters, just hanging out on the wing there.
There's a three-point shot. Weaver.
She's got 8 points in the second half, 14 for the game on the strength of 3 3-pointers.
That extends the lead to 50-33.
Pardon me, make that 13 points for Weaver.
A 14-2 advantage here in terms of scoring for the Limestone. That was an early struggle for this Lady Raider team, hitting those pockets of not being able to score. You got to give some credit to Limestone, though. They have not let up on the defensive end. We have certainly seen a lot of contact, but just as we mentioned at the offset, that wears on you. And they have been able to, if not necessarily force turnovers, they have certainly limited East Peoria's second chance opportunities. They have really hammered the paint in the second half.
It's all about disrupting that offense, and,
yes.
and you know, we've talked about it time and again this year. The further out you can make a team start its offense, you know, the sooner Kylie Gablehausen has to give up that ball, the more likely you are to come up with a stop. You know, if you let Kylie get in beneath the free throw line, she's going to either hit it because she's so tall, or she's going to have to give it up to somebody who's open as the defense collapses. So they've done a really nice job of bumping people off and being physical.
3:24, long range, three ball. Sarah Kurth.
Now it's all about stops.
See if they can get a trap, perhaps. Coming out. Jay Bowman asking him to come out. Come out. Limestone content to run clock.
Could have been a walk right there.
Boy, that is running it as well as you can, and then they'll reset and run some more, and now a foul. I'm going to think on Kurth, but I'll wait now. I'm just not even going to guess. Not even going to guess anymore. 50-36. I do know that much. Weaver's at the line for
double bonus rest away for Limestone.
That one rattles home.
14, Jason Steely returns for East Peoria. One throw. Here we go.
I have 14 for Weaver. I'm in no.
Yeah,
nowhere
that is
near.
correct. I misadded there. She had 13 going into the timeout there.
All right.
So that would be 15 right there.
52-36, 2:40. Raiders on hurry-up mode offensively. 2-point jump shot up and long. Contact underneath, ball on the floor. 3-point shot just a little bit left and long.
That's the referees trying to get a little bit control back in this game. Just a little bit of
slowing it down a little bit.
frustration there by Michaela Reedy. And
Fouls on 11, Michaela Reedy, that's her fourth. Number 5, Weaver in the line, shooting 2.
Weaver back, shooting 2. Trying to extend that 16-point lead. First one was up and good.
it's not pretty, but it's the same every time. It's the right side of the rim. Backspin takes it over to the
Shooter's
center,
touch, we used to call that.
Yeah. There we
Don't
go.
need a touch on that, nothing but net. 54-36. Gabelhausen.
Look at that. Just really
with that
right
contact.
Oh, goodness.
Wowzers. Had some zip on that. That would have cleared row 3 had it not been stopped.
Our
Trying to make it
trainer,
happen.
Sarah Silver down there, really
good heads-up play.
Really keeping her head on a swivel.
Rockets break that pressure.
Nice job by Bailey Dunn, and really smart decision by Weiberg to bring that ball back out.
Taking that baseline shot, drive up, good. Bailey Dunn.
We now have a 20-point ball game.
That happened fast.
Yes, it did.
It's fourth and final quarter. Rockets have pulled away from the Raiders.
Boy,
Raiders just short on about everything now.
Yeah, I mean, it just... I'm not sure what... Is there a signal for fluttering your hands? I mean, he just kind of fluttered his hands. Right
I don't know
I'm
what
sure
that was
means.
either.
I'm assuming you meant double dribble.
Double dribble. I see the wording of that. These guys are awfully laid back for as much chatter as has been directed their way. I'm sure that if you officiate high school basketball games, you're thankful you're not threatened at this culture that we live in now.
No, goodness. I wouldn't even want to try.
Nothing falling for the Raiders.
It is like there's a veritable lid on that hoop.
Weaver pushes it up ahead to Dunn, and they will just Dunn back with the ball now for Limestone. 1:10 left to go. We're letting them play this out here. We're down to 1:01. Under a minute now to go, and a 20-point lead for Limestone. They will just run that clock
they're going to
down.
be content to just move this thing around and try to get an open shot.
Flat-footed shot.
Under a minute now, clock running. 56-36 Rockets lead. Sarah Kurth, nice open look for three there. And
Three
again, oh boy.
rattles high up and off.
Looked like it might kick back in there on the shooter's bounce, but couldn't get her to go.
Two-point shot up and short. And we come back the other direction. Raiders looking to get that ball through that hoop on their end. And they are trying mightily, but they will not fall in this fourth and final quarter. Well, it's oversimplifying it to say that the Rockets pulled away here in the fourth and final period, but they have outscored East Peoria 20-5 in this fourth and final quarter.
Right now, East Peoria is shooting about 11 for 39 according to my statistics. So just not East Peoria's night when you're shooting in that 27-28% range. It's amazing it stayed as close for as long as it did, given everything that was breaking for EP.
Both teams will make multiple substitutions here.
Part of this, I wonder if it goes back to the regional seedings came out today, and the Raiders felt like they got a little little cheated, given some of their victories over Limestone, over Manual, to end up as the 4 seed in the regional where all these teams will meet again. I wonder if there's not a little hangover there, just kind of a nuts and bolts, we got screwed situation, I guess.
Right. 5 seconds left to go in the contest. 57-36. Rocekts won't take another shot.
And even that one goes.
Although an impressive release and bucket to end it. And it is a 57-36 Limestone win. And this is where I think seedings or whatever you want to call it come in. But you're going to look at this in the morning if you're not here at the game tonight and see a decisive Limestone win and move on. And that's not what happened. This was a tight game. The Raiders stopped run after run after run. They simply had more firepower in the end and pulled away in the fourth and final quarter. But that was the reality. This was a tight, well-played basketball game by both teams. Both teams shot free throws well. Both teams played defense well. Limestone just had too much at the end.
That they did indeed. So, I have no doubt Jay Bowman will go put it back together, and we'll see a pretty good effort next time out. I think our next time on the air with the girls is senior night, February 8th. So we will look forward to seeing them then, and hopefully send them off into the postseason ready to go.
All right. Well, thank you for tuning in. Thanks again to our crew, Mark Laswell producing, Dave Gibbons directing, Andrew Harvey running our audio, Daryl Dixon, Paul Cousins on camera, CG and scoreboard operator was Alex Jackson, Susan Dixon, a production assistant, and that is a stellar crew that has brought another broadcast to you tonight on Eastside Community Television. We will catch you next time. Thanks for tuning in to Lady Raider Basketball.